The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Bears, next on Madden Football.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the latest in a long line of NFL QBs from USC.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting the start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Williams loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Love now. This one swung out here to Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. To pass, here's Jordan Love. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think we're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. With the Bears offense out there set and ready to go. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking to throw is Williams. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Williams. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. On play action, here's Williams. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Love. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Throwing. Love. And that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here's Jackson. Pushes past him. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Play action. Now Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
All start. Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A short throw to Musgrave. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Musgrave. A gain of 4 yards. And the Packers first down.
Love looking to throw it. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you can break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and a couple. Love going to give this one to Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4. Here's Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he is going to have a Packers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. To throw now, here's Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a first and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Moore. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Love. He finds his receiver, Watson. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. They'll try the right side with Jones. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Quick slant to Watson. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Onto the field now come the Bears. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Love now. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. To the air, Williams. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Williams. To the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Love. Drops it to Jones into flat. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Love from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Super Wild Card Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here on the NFC side of the bracket. And this one looks like it should be a dandy, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys doing battle with the Arizona Cardinals. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. An inside give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Love. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, Jacobs once more. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. A give up the middle to Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packers offense set to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Love, they go play action now. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. To throw now. Here's Love. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. off the play fake. Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Herbert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Throwing is Williams. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. To throw, Williams. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. From the 35, here's the 2nd and 8. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now Love. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's Love. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 57 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now Carlson for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears now ready to take over again. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. To the air, Williams. Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. From the gun, here's Williams. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Herbert will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this a very important drive leading to the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Love from the gun. He finds his receiver, Watson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 3. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
That's complete to Dobbs. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Love now. Out to the left here to Reed. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Here's Jones again on second down. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing. Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. They had a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. Flush to his right. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself. Found a way to reset the downs and advance the ball.
Here's Huntley. That's complete right side to Kmet. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 47-yard line.
Huntley to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
They'll run with Herbert. They juked him. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Herbert once more. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Hundley looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Caught. It's Wilson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's the big number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a give to Herbert. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st down, right back to Herbert. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
A handoff for Herbert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Bears put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the fourth quarters here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Well, trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, paired that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw now. Here's Love. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll run here with Herbert. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Hand off right side for Herbert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On 3rd down, Herbert. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run. It's Herbert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Herbert.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Huntley. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.